Green side.
Yo. Oh, snap. You caught me with that?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
What's good, man?
I like to do that, that's like my pace. I find interest in other things, when I slow down with the smoking and stuff like that.
Way of releasing because, we're filled with a lot of energy, a lot of positive, a lot of negative energy, and sometimes it can be very confusing.
Right.
So we have to do things that we can release this tension or release this energy.
Yeah, and it might look crazy to other people. Yo, big trees.
Oh, my digging trees.
Shout outs to Big Trees, man. Appreciate you introducing me to good people, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what it's about, man. About introducing yourself to different people, and people they can teach you something.
Each one teach one.
Right. Like I tell you all the time, when I came home from Rikers Island, I was down on Fortune Society, right? I was looking at it as a punishment at first. I was like, I gotta do Fortune, but then I met so much wonderful people in the program and so many people in the city. You know what I'm saying? That I'm proud of to today. That has made me into the person I am, and I'm becoming.
Yes, sir. So today I wanted to talk about therapists, and stuff like that. How do you feel about people needing a therapist?
I think therapy is good. I see a therapist. I see my therapist.
Oh, word?
Yeah, once a month I see my therapist. And I think that is good because I think therapy can give you a different perspective on life, give you a different direction, give you ideas. Some people look at therapy as with the wrong scope, right? They look at it like, this lady or man's gonna have me doing this. They think about medication. They think about all of the wrong things that keeps them from it. But I think that therapy is good. I think it gives you that different perspective. And it's always good to talk to somebody that can give you good ideas to think on the brighter side.
So did they put you in a psych ward in Crazy House too?
No, because I came in myself. I came in voluntarily.
Me too.
They didn't. No, they didn't do it.
They put me in the Crazy House, bro. Can you record me so I can say my testimony real fast?
Right. Yeah, I guess it's based on what
Don't
you tell them.
block the bottom, because that's where the speaker's at. Grab it like from right here with the two fingers. Yeah. Are you good?
Got you.
Okay.
Yeah, I just didn't want to cut it off.
So my testimony is, they put me. I think it's a new thing going on. They put me like in a Crazy House and stuff like that in the psych ward to get a therapist. But they never told me that I was gonna stay over. They just said put this on when you get inside, and then the security guard said don't cross the line. I had no knowledge that I was gonna stay. So I was like, I told the dude I'm not gonna cross the line.
Did you take the ambulance? Did you take a cab? How did you get there?
Myself.
You went yourself, right?
Yeah.
What did you tell them?
I was having major headaches. I told them that I overthink things a lot and stuff like that. I told them I had anxiety. Somebody's watching me.
Right. So they probably didn't want to release you, and then something happens, and you can sue. They can get sued for that and things. So they probably just didn't want to. They probably want you to stay overnight and to see how you was doing the next day. How long did you actually stay?
I still one day. There was people laughing. There was people jumping up and doing backflips. They was doing no crazy shit, bro. And my life was like in jeopardy. Like I had to be on point every step. You feel me?
Okay.
Because these people are really mentally ill. God bless them. We're nothing to say bad about them, but I'm not that. You get what I'm saying?
So you actually went there.
That fucked me up a little bit more than my headaches and having stiff neck and all that. It fucked me up a little more.
Right. So did you get to speak to someone?
They eventually
evaluated you.
Okay, good. They got me a therapist and stuff like that.
So are they updating with you? They keeping.
But what I say, God is my therapist and stuff like that. Like that was just because I was in major pain.
Yes.
Hallelujah. I was just in major pain, and sometimes we just go run into the medication. Doctors can't really do nothing anyway. They just want to prescribe you medication. God is my medication. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So now you can say your testimony. How do you feel having a therapist? Did it help out and stuff like that?
Yes, tremendously. And one thing that I would say to people is you have to be honest. When you go to these places, you got to kind of be honest. A lot of times we go and we think, hey, I'm going to be 90% honest, 10%. I'm going to tell them lie. No, you got to be truthful if you want real help.
I told them about my BM. I told them about certain things that it made me feel like, but I was trying to open up to the dude. You get what I'm saying? Then he put me in a psych ward, Crazy House. I'm like, come on, the doctor, because it wasn't my prescribed doctor. I went on a Saturday. You know, not too
Maybe-
many doctors in the building.
Right. Maybe it's something that you said. Usually it's something that you say to them.
I said I overthink. I have anxiety. I wanted a therapist, and once I say I wanted a therapist, I guess that's the process now. They gotta hold you for 24
But you
hours.
did get out the next day.
I
And
did end
how
up
do you
getting
feel
a
now?
therapist and stuff
Oh,
like
you got
that.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good. How do you feel now?
I feel a little good. I feel a little like
You're smiling. You look
I'm.
good. You smile.
Thank
You
you,
look happy.
thank you. And I mellowed down with the smoking and stuff like that. I work out and stuff like that.
So it did have some type of benefit because.
No, absolutely.
I'm saying you. I'm like, wow. You
But-
ran down on me in the supermarket.
Yeah, I had to run down. What's up with you? Yo, you alright, my G?
That's good. That's
Think
good.
you running down on me, my G? You know I gotta be on point, my G. You know
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes, sir, man.
But it was good to see you, man.
No question.
You know I
Like
never
always.
do that. You see, I was glad to see you.
Yes,
You
yes,
get
yes.
you get what I'm saying? That's good things. We get to build and stuff like that.
Right, it's getting warm.
Maybe
outside.
another YouTuber, oh man, hit him in the head with the headshot.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
It's getting warm outside, so
Oh,
there'll be a lot
beautiful.
more things for us to do. We go down to the city. We do a lot of things.
Get
I
that.
went and fed the brothers early this morning. You know, my spot where I go feed the brothers at.
Oh man,
You know,
that's
doing
good.
stuff like that makes you happy. Stuff that keeps you in the loop, in the good loop, the positive loop. Just do like. Sometimes we feel like, oh man, I want to do this one. Just do what you can. Do what you can.
At
Like,
your pace, take your baby steps.
Right, like you see, I went food shopping, right? Whatever I wasn't using in the crib, I gave to the brothers. A lot of the stuff is not used, not even open. I give it to them because I know they can use it. Towels, everything. So you do what you can do. You understand? Like things you do that's very good. I know it's something that you do that's excellent, Green Eye, that so many people compliment you on, that make you happy. You gotta find what is that one thing. And I think your music is great, man.
Yo, you seen the joint I was rapping about the sector?
Yes, I seen it, man.
That's talent, man. You said talent.
Yeah, no, you're talented.
I think you was one of the few that spotted the talent from a mile away.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, you know, I never really give them too much. You know, certain things they gotta pay for.
No question.
But
no question.
I give them like a little 16 and stuff like that, you know, from time to time. But I think you was the one, you know, content creator that actually spotted the talent.
No doubt. No, yeah, you talent, man. It's not hard to see how talented you are. And I wish before the winter, I think you should work on your LP, man. 6 songs, 8 songs. Give them 6 songs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think you should do that. You should make it your business, your promise that you will have the LP before the winter, before the kids go back to school.
Right. Absolutely.
For real, man. 6 songs. Give us 6 songs, man. Go to my man Said, the studio you go to, break down 6 songs for us, man. You know, Said to make the album.
Oh yeah, we definitely gotta go back. Let me know whenever.
You know, Said to make the album cover.
We
for
can
you
set
and
it up,
everything.
man. Whenever you want to go back, we could. You know, I just wanted to get my time, build up on myself and stuff like that.
You look good, man.
Thank
doing
you.
Good,
Oh man, working out,
Yeah.
getting more closer to the Most High. You know, God said,
Yes.
whether it's the beginning, middle, or end, and you feel like you're alone, you're not alone. You getting more closer to Him.
Right.
You take a step to Him, He takes 7 towards you.
Right. And you're feeling it. You're feeling it. And
I'm feeling the transformation as I'm
Yes.
doing it.
And I can see it, and people can actually see it too, right? Like you might look in the mirror and you don't see it right, so quick, right away. Other people can see it, and some people say, "Wow, man, how you been? Yo, where you been? I ain't see you in a while." Or some people might not even notice you no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're light. We're light. So some people,
you know, the enemy always try to dim your light.
yeah, no, but some people might not notice you because you look so much better. You're doing so much better. Some people might not notice you. You
No,
understand?
absolutely.
That's a good thing too, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So yeah, man, congratulations, man. Keep doing good, bro.
Thank you.
Man. What park is this with?
This is Cortona.
Katona, man.
Katona.
And the BX, man. The BX.
BX, man.
See my
BX
brother,
love, man.
See my brother.
I see you international with it,
Yeah.
man. I see you everywhere, man.
Yeah,
You travel. You ain't scared to travel.
Right, I be moving around.
Do you
man.
do you ever feel, not to, I know you could protect yourself,
Right.
you know, as a man, but do you ever feel a little intimidated going to certain places? Cause
No.
I don't think you be knowing where you be at, but
Right,
beloved.
right. Yeah, nah. I don't feel no pressure.
Okay.
Only if I was to do something stupid, but I
Oh,
do check myself, like like recording certain places, certain environments, certain people. Certain people don't want to be on camera.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? You might just be filming this, and you catch. You never know. People
I
on
almost
the
had to
run.
knock a dude out the other day. I was recording, and he was like, "Yo, homie, I don't want to be on your camera."
Okay.
I deleted it and shit like that. I was like, "Oh, my fault," because I respected it. I was like,
Right. Yeah, people have said it to me too before.
but then he got a little out of hand. Then I was like, "All right, come on, my nigga."
Yeah, I think it's how you do it and how you say it. People have
Communication
said to me,
is everything.
right.
Communicate properly.
Right. People have said to me, "Yo, I'd rather not be on camera." Boom, boom, boom. And I have been with people have took pictures of us, and I'm not stressing it, but the person I'm with, it's like, "Yo, can you ask them to delete that, please?" So I go over and I say, "Excuse me, she don't want to be on camera." Boom, boom, whatever. But you gotta respect. You can't get mad. I don't get mad, and I hope nobody gets mad at me. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Catching Gucci?
I noticed that.
Yeah, this is a joint I did about 2 years ago.
Fire.
Yeah, I did this about 2 years ago, man.
Ooh, fresh as a daisy, man. So when you going, you
Right.
just make sure that your behavior and your karma is good.
That's it. Yeah. Right.
And how you do that is just make sure your behavior is on point and stuff like that. Just in case if something was to happen, you have you now God will give you the strength. They'll feel the wrath of God.
No, absolutely.
Because I train for war. I train
Right.
for physical combat.
Right.
But I really don't love it. But once I'm in it, I love it. You get what I'm saying?
Well, it's always good to be equipped to defend yourself, right? Especially
You never know when you're gonna have to defend
never,
yourself.
Never know, right?
I tell you, I got jumped by 2 dudes, bro. I had to
Recently?
a while back
Okay.
and stuff like that. But it was I couldn't avoid the situation. I tried to avoid it and stuff like that. But when you know you can't avoid it, that's when you have to defend yourself. And
Right.
God will give you that
agree.
strength. I didn't know I had it in me. It was 7 in the morning. I was trying to get my little bacon, egg, and cheese. Now I understand how dangerous it is to get a bacon, egg, and cheese in the Bronx. It's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad that you really didn't get hurt. You didn't have to go to the hospital or anything, right?
Oh no. They
Okay.
basically they just hit me with like a metal piece because they couldn't handle me with the hands. It's 2 individuals and they couldn't beat me.
About to get my shot on.
Oh man, take a shot with me.
But definitely, man.
What's that, Henny Colada?
Nah, this right here is the ginger, lemon, and Kanye pepper.
I know it got to be positive.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I know it got to be healthy.
Yeah, but I just.
But how you
chilling,
enjoying
man.
your day?
Oh, I'm good, man. Everything. Like I said, I came over to go shopping.
I didn't mean to run down. I just gotta, make sure. The sector, beloved.
No question. No, I come to the food bazaar here. I mean, not food bazaar, a food bazaar.
Okay.
Because they got a bigger selection in foods and bigger stuff and more fresher stuff. So, you know what I mean? I take that home and I don't, like I think I was telling you before, I don't really go shopping like that because I don't have like a bunch of stuff in my fridge. So I
had to pull up on you, bro. It was like, come on. It's like seeing Jadakiss. You get what I'm saying? Like, I gotta pull up.
I appreciate it, bro.
I had to pull up on you, girl.
You, man. And you like one of them YouTubers, like my favorite YouTubers. You see them, then you don't see them. But when you're doing something, it's always powerful, man. So I think that's why, people appreciate you. And your music, bro, I mean, you're talented, brother. And I'm not just saying that. I like your music. I can sit down and listen to it without skipping anything. I listen to it.
No, I can understand. Thank you. I really appreciate that, man. But I could tell when it's coming from a place called love. I could tell when it's coming from a sincere person.
Yeah.
Some people just rock with you for a little bit.
Well, some people, it's funny, I put up a post, I think it was on Facebook, right? Somebody, me and a person was kicking it, right? And they said that you have to know who's your friend and who's not. Who's there for you and who's not, right? Some people will only link up with you to see if you're still struggling.
Yeah.
To see if you're still struggling, and then that's it. You won't hear from them for another 2 weeks. And we allow ourselves sometimes unconsciously to be taken advantage of. We give our power away because we're looking for that validation. And then you got some people that's not happy with themselves, some people that's negative, narcissistic people that will take advantage of you. And sometimes it can be confusing, right? Because some people catch on quicker than others. So sometimes it can be confusing to know if someone's taking advantage of you, especially if they're showing you false love too, because they're giving, taking away. Now they have you in limbo. So you like, even in relationships, you like, oh man, if I be a good boy, then I could get some tonight. You know, if I don't tick her off, but it shouldn't be like that. We should be living in harmony. We should be happy in harmony.
Like I know some guys, they say, oh, I'm paying the meal, I know I'm getting some tonight, or shorty better be ready. It's like, come on,
right? So
you're supposed to do good deeds just because that shit queen.
Right. So look, the relationship becomes an exchange factor. You understand what I mean? If you don't do this, I'm not doing this.
Absolutely.
That's not love. If you don't do this,
love shouldn't come with fear.
Absolutely, right? So a lot of people, right? We was talking about why a lot of people try to lock each other down. Why do they try to lock love down, right? Love is free. You can't lock anything down that's free. You may think you locking it down, but you can't lock it down. Like Kanye West. You can have 4 babies by Kim Kardashian, but you ain't locking it down.
And something that I don't know your relationship with the brother, but Hassan Campbell once said, love knocks on your door. I think love is from a distance. Love, the more you love, the more you let go.
Well,
How do you feel about love?
Well, I think that a lot of times we use the wrong definition when we're talking about love. I think we approach love wrong. Like I was saying before, a lot of times now we have love as an exchange thing. If I do this for you, you do that for me. You understand what I'm saying? When that's not
one hand washes the other.
Right. Now in a positive way, but if I'm only dealing with you because I know that you got your food stamps today,
oh nah,
and then you don't see me for another 2-3 weeks, then that's wrong.
Yeah. You see, I pulled up on you. You bought me a couple of things, but I didn't even know you had the food stamps. I was just pulling up on you like, oh shit, peace.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing, and everything should be done from
But I
the
see
heart.
people doing it because they know your food stamps is coming. Then they get cool with you.
Right, or they know you getting your SSI check, or they know you getting your paycheck on this Friday. So you'll see them knock on your door. Every Friday they knocking on your door.
Right.
And you don't see them throughout the whole week. Maybe they have someone else that can go to their house.
Right.
And this is how some people
That's a fact.
And this is how some people... Now check it out. Like we said, it doesn't necessarily mean that these people are bad people. It's just that this is the way that they was programmed, and they might look at it that this is the way that they're surviving through life.
Well, a lot of people don't know why they do certain things. Sometimes we have to show them. If that's our gift that we have, that we have to show these people. It's like, when Hassan Campbell and my son was going knife to knife, I think my son should have just, help him out, get him a therapist or something like that. Certain things that, instead of coming at a person and not trying to disrespect my son or Hassan Campbell.
Yeah, more of a Mano approach. He could have had more of a Mano approach to it.
Absolutely.
But this just shows you the lifestyles of people.
Because not every battle's meant to be fought. Sometimes that's people crying out for help. It's not you want bad for a person, or you trying to go knife to knife with them. But sometimes you got to really look at him and say, man, I think this person is really crying out for help. Maybe they could look up to me, and me going in combat with them, going to war with them, it feels a little heartbreaking because when it's love. That's sometimes it gets sad when you gotta fight the people you love. Like, you ever heard that song? It hurt to kill a nigga you love. Hurt to kill a nigga you love.
But check it out, right? You yourself gotta be in a spiritual place also to even recognize that, right? You have a lot of us that we're not there yet to recognize it. We're not even there yet. So do you see? You have a lot.
I believe we could fly.